Hello everyone and welcome back to the Week in 7 Questions, this time with Vladimir Milov from Moscow. Volodya, what was your first thought when you heard about the poisoning of Alexei Navalny?
We've been bracing for a possible attack against Navalny for quite some time, but this was really beyond imaginable. I thought, man, Putin must really feel bad if he opted to finally do this.
And why did it happen now?
First, I think they probably planned this attack for quite some time. Navalny only recently started traveling after the lockdown, so it became easier to catch him at predictable locations like hotels or airports. One of the perceptions is that he was probably poisoned during his stay in a hotel room. But I think also recent turmoil in Belarus, Khabarovsk, and Putin's plunging approval ratings have added to his feeling of insecurity, so he finally decided to go against Navalny directly.
Now, some in the West say that this is the end of partnership with Putin and we must get tough now. Better late than never?
I think the best reaction to what happened will be if leaders of the West will forever drop any discussion about lifting sanctions against Putin or some sort of new reapproachments with Putin. You do not make a reapproachment with a man who poisons his political opponents.
Others in the West are strongly advocating we should promise Putin that Belarus will remain outside EU and NATO. Now, how smart is that?
To my best knowledge, potential accession of Belarus to EU or NATO is out of question. It's not even on the agenda of the Belarus opposition forces. But more importantly, I think it's their choice. It's the choice of the Belarusian people. So not only it is not smart to restrict them in seeking whatever future alignments they would want to opt to, but it's also not European to deprive Belarus people of their free choice and free will.
So by supporting Lukashenko, is Putin turning the Belarusians against Russia?
I believe that people of Belarus are extremely smart people. They can figure out and distinguish between Putin and the rest of Russia. I fairly think that they are now watching in bigger numbers our live streams at Navalny Live YouTube channel, rather than listen to what Putin has to say. I think Belarusians can separate real Russia from Putin and everything he does.
And how is Russian civil society coping with the Kremlin's oppression?
With all the difficulty, I would say that repression only makes us stronger, because we had developed an ability to operate under distressed conditions. The other thing is that every time Putin does something bad, more and more Russians change their minds and come to join forces with us. So all in all, Putin cannot reverse the course of history with repressions.
And Volodya, if Russia's future were a Dastajevsky novel, which one would it be and why?
Let's drop Dastajevsky. I would prefer and recommend Bulgakov instead, because we need lifted spirits, we need intelligent thinking, and we need some global vision. So Bulgakov, not Dastajevsky. That's Russia's future.
Молодец! Спасибо! And see you all again next week with another surprise guest in the Week in 7 Questions.